Alright, let's just say it's gonna be very cringy. And this is our first episode, so bear with us. But we are Uncensored Finance. I'm Yusuf. And this is Cooper. Alright. And
Like, I'm Cooper. This is Cooper. He's mute.
Today is our first episode, and we will be answering some questions. Cooper didn't bring his questions because he forgot. So I'll just be reading out my questions. Okay. It goes from like easy to hard, and so it shouldn't be too bad. Okay. First, what is the difference between an asset and a liability?
An asset makes you money, and a liability doesn't.
Robert Kiyosaki.
Yeah.
Rich Dad Poor Dad.
Yeah.
Okay. Now this is more of a personal thing. Would you prefer stock or crypto?
Crypto.
And why?
It's more volatile, and I don't have anything to lose.
It's more volatile.
Crypto's more volatile, I don't have anything to lose. Unless I'm doing stock options, but I have to be 18 to do that.
So like long term, you would prefer to do crypto? Like if it's like only stock or only crypto?
Probably crypto, because I'm more likely to get like rich quick, so to speak, doing crypto.
But it's like nothing you can put your money in like long term and just forget about it.
I mean, you can. I don't see it with Bitcoin, but definitely like Ethereum, CRO, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like something like more stable. Then yeah, but
I know in America they're pushing for like an ETF of Bitcoin.
oh yeah, like crypto or just Bitcoin?
I think it's of like all the stable coins of like the proper like Ethereum, I think
Called like the top 10.
yeah. It's just like a ETF of all the top ones, so it's like just safer. And because like you have ETFs in stocks, which is like what, like 10% annual yield, and it's like beats inflation. It's basically like that, but for crypto. And there was a lot of stuff about it, but they said they were supposed to release it this year, and I definitely would have bought into it because it's like I like ETFs and stuff. But they're pushing it, and they said they probably wouldn't do it for another like 3 years or something, which is kind of dumb, and I'm not 100% sure why. But I think for me, I'd probably do stocks.
Why?
I think as of right now, I'd probably do stocks, but as the world is like moving to cryptos and NFTs, because like you can't buy like NFTs with like Tesla stock, like
well, yeah, you can't buy anything with Tesla stock.
Yeah, but like probably for now, like I feel like if I said stock and I kept it for life, like I can't change it, it's only stock, then I would be like phased out because like everything is moving virtually.
I mean, there's still stocks though for like Ethereum. I think it's the company of Ethereum has an actual stock, so like you wouldn't be phased out completely, but a lot of the like you'd lose a lot of potential like profit. Yeah, because like in the metaverse and stuff, they're not going to be like, hey, paying like USD or anything. It's like cryptocurrency, and if I can't invest in crypto or buy crypto, then it's like I can't. A lot of the time, if you're investing in what's it called? Investing in like the metaverse, you have to actually stake in the company. Yeah. So like that way you can't choose like crypto or stocks because it's not either of them. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know, because there's not much regulation around crypto either. So yeah, well, relative to like money, like normal currency, yeah, because like it's like decentralized anyway, like decentralized network, so there's not really much regulation. But even still, with like tax stuff and all that, it's not as like well known like by governments and like Congress and stuff. Well, there's a conspiracy that the FBI founded what's it called, Bitcoin, because it's so beneficial to them. Like they can track like every single, like it gives the illusion of privacy, like of anonymity, because it's like they can still see everything. It's just like criminals just hope that they don't see the right transaction. Yeah. Because it did so well, but like you can still see every single one. It just takes a bit longer to find them. Oh yeah. So, and like from a wallet address, it's not that hard. Apparently, at least, it's not that hard to find who you are. So it's like, it's not that anonymous really.
There was, you've probably seen this, and like people have probably seen this. There's a guy called Dan Pena. He's called the $1 Trillion Man, and like he was in an interview, and he's like 80, but he's like worth like 50 billion or something. And he's in an interview, and people are like, "What do you think of Bitcoin?" And he's like that, like what you just said. It kind of makes me suspicious now, because he said if like the day people find out who is behind crypto, it'll drop to zero. And he said, and I quote, "It will drop to fucking zero."
Yeah.
And like now that you say that, I'm like, maybe it is the FBI.
But there's also like a lot more, like, because the FBI, they founded like, like Discord, right? They founded like a supposedly like anonymous chat site, I guess. It was called Anon, I think. And they busted like 600 people from that.
Oh,
like
okay.
Actual like proper criminals, like credit card scammers, etc. So like you wouldn't put it past them, and because, but there's also like a lot of other people that could have founded it.
Yeah.
Like a lot of other people. So never know, I guess.
Because like it is all decentralized, but it's like there's so little we know like about Bitcoin and like blockchain and everything that it's like maybe it's not.
You say it's decentralized, but like theoretically you could have like all the computers owned by the like more than half of the computers owned by the government, which would basically make it just a normal like regular government regulated currency again, because like they can double transact if they want. They can essentially print money, like print more of it.
Yeah.
Basically. So yeah, I don't know.
Okay, I think as my final thing, I would say crypto.
Yeah.
Not stock, because like now thinking like crypto's not really inflation.
Well, like crypto and NFTs and metaverse. Like,
yeah.
Are you saying that all together?
Yeah,
Or
like
just
I think crypto. Like I like, is it stock or crypto? I would go into crypto over stock, because like stocks is safer and stuff, but it's like
unless you're like in your like 40s and you're gonna invest like your life savings and your pension into it.
Yeah.
Then like, because like our age, there's no point.
Yeah,
like,
because we still have like so much.
Yeah, there's no like if we lose everything, it's like oh well, it's not like we're living on the street.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think if you're definitely like older age, then it's like go into stocks because it's safer.
Or like split it at least.
Yeah, yeah.
Because then like you've got like 50% in like a stable growing, hopefully growing portfolio, unless you do options and it's just as volatile if not more. And then the other half is crypto, where it's like you could do, you could like 10x your portfolio.
Yeah.
Or the 50% could go to nothing, like go to zero.
I think even if you're older age, it would be a lot safer to do stocks, because like I see this a lot, like when like people invest in crypto and like accidentally put in the wrong wallet number, and it's like once you do that, you're like completely, you can't recover it. But if it's like stocks and you like, because like the SEC and government, like they can put their hand into it. Like if stuff does go wrong, it's more like safer.
But like you say that, but then like with the whole what's it called, the thing with GameStop, they paused all trading for like a day or two because of because of the whole, like essentially decentralization, because like the whole Reddit community is decentralized, like it's not government regulated. So essentially the government just put a stop to the decentralization. Or at least a platform did, like Robinhood and whatever. I think it was just Robinhood that did, which was the main like thing. But
investing standpoint, like that's like I go for crypto. That's my final thing. Okay, there's another one. Difference between good and bad debt.
Like if you take out, this is kind of hard question. If you take out like a loan, like to buy a house or like something that's going to appreciate, at least more than your like the interest on your debt is going to cost, or appreciate enough that you pay your debt off from it, And bad debt would just be buying a car you're gonna drive, for instance. Something that's just gonna like say a car depreciates like 15-25% when you drive it off the lot. Like, unless it's like some vintage car, it's never gonna appreciate. Or like you have to be really lucky for it to, like a Supra or something from like the 1990s.
So it's like if you take a loan out and you're like, oh, let me just buy this car with it, and then it like depreciates.
If it's like a Toyota Camry or something, like it's
yeah,
or even like a Hurricane or something, like a Lamborghini Hurricane, it's gonna depreciate. So.
Yeah, I think if you're gonna take out a loan, it would definitely have to be like
like depreciate short term at least.
Yeah,
maybe not in like 50 years, but
But like, cause there are some like vintage cars like Ford GT, like the old ones, like the ones they used to race with.
There's I remember I don't know why I remember. There's a Ferrari, I think it's a 4.6 Barchetta, and it's worth like $6 million, and it was much less like when you if you would have bought it, if you were to buy it at retail. But like the Ford GTs from like the 1970s, I think. Well, would have been 60s, but yeah.
But yeah, it's never cars that it's like regular cars, like Camrys and stuff. I think like the only chance we go into the field of like appreciating value in like vintage cars is like above $100,000, $200,000.
I'd say above $1 million. Like say like, because you can't really like, surely there's a few of those like JDM kind of cars that go up a lot, but apart from that, like generally it's a no for most people, at least, buying a car. And what bank's going to give you a loan to buy like a Bugatti Chiron or something?
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. But like I think YouTuber Graham Stephan, like before, like he has like 4 cars now, like investment cars. But before that, he had like, I think it's called Lotus. Car company. Yeah, and he had he bought a car. It was like $200,000. He had it for 7 years, and it hadn't like depreciated in value. And he sold it because he bought it secondhand. He sold it back to the guy. He bought it off, and he made like $20,000 on top. Yeah. Like disregarding inflation and stuff. Like he, the guy paid like an extra $20,000 on top, like for the car back, because like the car, like the value, and it was like $200,000 or something. So like with cars, there's no like monetary value, because it's just like driving and stuff. I think all this car is worth like 1.3 million.
Unless you like looking at a Formula 1 and like racing, because but fuck, bro, Formula 1 is so expensive. It's like like $6 million for literally to like have a Formula 1, like to buy a Formula 1 car, not even maintaining the team, not maintaining the car, just to
I keep hitting it.
Just to like literally just to buy the car is like, so like that's like 6 million like GBP, like Great British Pounds. So it's like crazy expensive.
I think it was like to have a team and like to race it and like insurance and everything. It was like, I'm not 100% sure if this is accurate, but it was like 300 million.
I would say like for a proper F1 team, it'd be like at least over 100. Like, because if your car just to drive costs like 6 million, and you think of how many crashes there are, how much it breaks, you have to pay for the insurance of the drivers, actually have to pay for the team, all the new parts. It would easily be that much. Like, what I can't remember what it was. It was like, it's like the bonnet of the engine cost like, it was like 150 or something K. Like just the bonnet, like what that cost like 70 or 80 or something. It's like crazy expensive.
Oh yeah.
Like, because it's all carbon fiber and shit.
And like with Formula 1, like they're so easy to break.
Yeah, exactly. Like you clip like one corner.
Yeah, and it's like you're done.
Yeah, and then you've also lost the race, which you probably had to pay to enter.
Yeah, and I think that's when it's like, unless you have a good team and you have like someone, like I haven't watched Ford versus Ferrari, but like when people talk, like the guy, like the Ford dude, and he was like very smart and like very into cars and stuff. And it's like, unless you have someone like him, whatever his name was, on your team, like who like is intelligent, is like knows everything about cars.
I can't remember his name.
It's like not really worth it.
Yeah, like the guy, I can't remember his name, but in Rush, there's probably someone that knows it, but he had the top half of his face burnt off. But he was like, I think it was before he signed for Ferrari. So I think it was not small, but a smaller-ish kind of company. that he was with before, and he made that car 2 seconds faster in like one night just from replacing like the parts and stuff. And he was a world champion 3 times for F1 when it was like they're driving on like the edge of a needle kind of thing. Like, you know, you do one wrong thing, you're completely fucked.
Wait, that's the one with Chris Hemsworth, right? We were talking about this the other day.
And I can't remember his name, but like the villain from one of the Marvel movies. Yeah, like I can't remember his name, but he played
like the actor.
Yeah. The guy that like put the guy in Civil War, the villain. No, the villain in Civil War.
Isn't it Civil War? Isn't it between the Avengers?
No, that's Age of Ultron.
Oh,
No. It was
Bucky.
No, not Bucky. The Duke. Bucky was on their side in Civil War.
Yeah.
Right. The guy that pitted them against each other in Civil War.
Oh,
remember? The guy that blew up. The guy that killed Black Panther's dad. All that.
Oh yeah, that guy. He's in
He was the
Winter Soldier and Falcon. Yeah.
Yeah. He played he played the guy in Rush.
Oh. Okay.
Nicky Lauda. That's his name.
Is that
the
his
actual
name?
racer.
Oh, okay.
But yeah. Anyway. And he was like. He died like last year, but he was like a legend, I guess, in F1.
Yeah. Like the actual guy. The real, not the actor.
Yeah, because he had burns in his lungs because he was in like an 800-degree fire for a minute.
Really?
Yeah. So it's like crazy, and he started racing like 2 months later.
That's wild.
Yeah.
But yeah, like with a regular car, like let's say $1 million and above.
Yeah.
There's no inherent value. Like if there's like this car. It appreciated 500k or like 50% or whatever it may be. There's no inherent value, like telling you, like there's nothing like indicating that. You can't be like, oh, this car's gonna appreciate it, and I can tell.
Well, yeah, there's like signs, but you can't just be like, yeah, this one's like gonna appreciate. And especially because like say there's like 5 Supras now, right? Like the Supra MK4, I would say is safe to say appreciated the most, but like you wouldn't know at retail that it is going to. Like, you could say, like, oh, it's a great car, but I don't know what the technology is going to be in 10 years. You know, this might be a piece of shit in 10 years.
Yeah.
Like, so.
Because, like, with stocks and stuff, like, if you have a company, you can, like, there's a lot of things that can indicate. Like, with Tesla, it's like, oh, like, environmentally friendly, like, the owner, like, Elon Musk, like, really smart, like, business-wise.
Really good with marketing,
Yeah. And it's like, there's so much future potential for it, but, like, with a car, there's none of that. There's no, like...
Yeah, exactly. I mean... For the most part, yeah.
Unless you have a car, because like every year there's a better version. It's not like there's a better version of Tesla every year. It's like there is, but like they usually, like not every year. Yeah, exactly. Not a better version of their cars anyway. Not every year. But it's like with like an iPhone, like if you have a phone, it's not going to appreciate in value because in the next year and the next year.
Unless you wait like 50 years or something.
Yeah, unless it's like...
Because then it's just a vintage item.
Because I think like supply and demand comes into that when it's like how many were there compared to how many are there now.
Yeah, like there would be millions of iPhones, like probably billions. So it's like, of course, they're going to depreciate.
Yeah.
If there was only one and, every other phone was like shit, then, it would probably appreciate a lot because it's like... Also, the thing that makes iPhones good is that they're compatible with other iPhones. Yeah. So they probably wouldn't, but Yeah.
I think one car. I don't know why this just came onto my mind just then. What because we're talking about Tesla, the Roadster that went into space.
Yeah, it like orbited Jupiter or something.
Did it ever come back?
No.
Oh. I was thinking, like, if you get that car back, it's like, this car's...
That would be worth a fucking fortune.
like, that would have been such a good investment.
I'm pretty sure it's still, like, orbiting somewhere. They might have got it back, but I'm pretty sure they didn't.
Wait, orbiting Jupiter?
It was orbiting some planet. Like, it went around some planet. I'm pretty sure it just, like, crashed into the atmosphere.
Oh, yeah. But, like...
Imagine how confused, like, aliens would be. You just see, like, a car... with like an alien, not an alien dummy, like a astronaut dummy. Yeah. Just like driving in the atmosphere.
Yeah. Oh, that's. Yeah. Like, cause I was just thinking, like, realistically, like, probably they wouldn't ever get it down, but like now the
Falcon 9.
Yeah, like they have like the
Falcon
tech.
Heavy.
Yeah, they have the tech that like brings it back down. They like self land, but I think It
But
wasn't.
no, because that would be crazy. Because it went around a planet, right? Like 3 times or something. If you the leap that you would make, actually like going into space, orbiting around a planet, and then going back and landing.
Yeah.
Like landing where, like, you know, where you meant to, would be fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, it'd be ridiculous.
I think like with Jeff Bezos on like when I think it was called like the Shepherd like 8 or something. Like it was
Yeah, Blue Origin is shit.
Yeah, it was like in that 1 week where Tesla, Blue Origin, and Virgin, the space line for Virgin, like they all like
Virgin Galactic.
Yeah, they all sent people into like outer orbit.
Oh yeah.
And like re-landed as well. And
imagine if they didn't.
Yeah,
Like it would just crash. It would ruin the company.
Because what's his face? Jeff Bezos was in the spaceship. Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
imagine that.
It'd be kind of funny.
It's
Like, from a sadistic,
he's like, yeah, I'm so confident
Yeah.
in like this company, and he just crashes and dies.
For it's evil, but like, and there's an interview with him like before they took off, and he had like the evil billionaire laugh. You know,
Yeah.
like it's like ha ha ha. Like he actually had that like genuine laugh. It was so funny. But yeah, if one of them crashed, like in like a year, it would be hilarious looking back.
It'll be like, oh, poor Jeff.
It'd be sad, and it would suck for space travel, but like, it'd be pretty funny.
Imagine his ex like inherits like the other half. It's like she got. Oh, I saw a meme. It was like the best stock trade, and like ever, and it was basically like it was Jeff Bezos' wife. What was her name?
Mackenzie Bezos.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was like because she married Jeff Bezos when like his company, like when Amazon was only worth like a few million, and then she divorced him, and it's like a graph. Divorced him when when the company's worth like I think it's nearly like over $1 trillion now, but like when they first divorced,
I think it's over $1 trillion.
And so it's like that was like the one of the best stock trades like ever, and it was like because she got like 30 billion from that, like 30.
She got
like in the
half
settlement
of his shares, I think. No, she didn't. She wouldn't have got half because then she'd be next to Elon Musk.
Yeah.
Yeah, she got a lot there, and she probably sold them all.
Yeah.
Oh no, she wouldn't have, because if she sold them all, they'd be worth nothing.
Hey guys, it's Yusuf. Sorry for the inconvenience. The recording did cut, so if you're watching this on YouTube, it's just gonna be just black. But you'll still be able to hear it, and if you're on Spotify or iTunes, just don't worry, you're just only listening to the audio anyway. So yeah, sorry about that.
Because 16% of Amazon's shares, or whatever percent, would be liquidated like instantly.
That would imagine.
It'd be like so good to get.
There'll probably be like some guidelines around that.
Yeah,
like you can't sell off like 15%, because like the stock that would like
fuck it up so much.
I think like there would be like government, like what we were talking about,
government
regulations around that and stuff. But just imagine. I think she's probably just slowly, either she's smart and she's holding it because she like still believes that her ex is like, you know, got some potential like to keep the company going.
It wouldn't even be smart. Like if you have $200 billion, like if it were me, right, I had $200 billion, I would sell it like as fast as I could at like at an efficient rate, because like there's no point like for me holding it. Like I want to do my own shit, you know. There's like, cool, I've got $200 billion, I can do whatever I want with this money, I just need to get it out. Yeah, you know, it's like I'm not just gonna wait. Like I'm not greedy. I'm not gonna be like, oh, I'll sell it 500 billion. Like no. Just liquidate all that shit for like retire, do whatever you want. It's like start your own fucking space company. Yeah. Do whatever the fuck you want.
I think if I was her, I'd probably keep like 10-20%.
Yeah, keep like a little bit.
Because like the stock, like, cause it's Amazon and stuff, and like now they're like moving. Have you seen like the big blimps? And they have drones, and it's just like a fleet.
Those were CGI.
Oh,
but like that's a render of what.
That's what's gonna like, not like maybe someday, but like
could.
If it reaches that point, and she's sold off everything, that's when like, oh, you just missed out on like
you missed out on a lot of money, but it's like, did you really miss out? Like you still have.
You still have like so many.
Like even like $1 billion is enough to do almost whatever you want.
Yeah.
Like not really, but
But like a billion, you can like retire like everyone you know,
Yeah.
like comfortably.
Yeah.
Like-
Well, I mean, because you said, like, people say, like, oh, a billion's a lot more than you think. It's like, it is, but not really. Like, you know, like the Saudi Arabian like, royal
The
family,
Sultan,
right?
yeah.
Like, their royal family consists of, like, 15,000 people. The majority of the wealth is in the top 2,000. Like, it's kept in the top 2,000. One, I need to emphasize that. One guy went on a spending spree, right? He bought a $500 million yacht and a $300 million villa in Paris, right? In the same week, okay? And it's like, think about it. If you have $1 billion, what you're left with
200.
20% of what you started with, just because you bought a boat and a house.
Well, it's not just a boat.
Yeah, but like still, you know, you're not left with that much. You know, $1 billion, it's a lot, but like you can't do whatever you want. You can live like a normal person, or like a very rich normal person comfortably, but like you can't live that eccentric. Like like you can, but you know what I mean.
Because like
you can't live like that super ultra, you know, quintillionaire
like
lifestyle.
literally just like I buy that company, I buy that shop.
No, but it's not even like buy that shop. It's just like because like this, like the Saudi, like that royal family, right? Because it's like that point in wealth is just like, yeah, I can kind of do whatever I want. That's where you. That's my goal, because it's like, you know, like someone can stop you, but then you can just buy their boss. You know,
You buy the just I'm buying you.
Yeah, it's like a shop doesn't let you in, you buy the company. Like, you know,
there was a story, and it was like in some interview, and it was like one of the people in like the Saudi Arabian families, and like the guy, I think he was, I don't know, like up there in like the hierarchy.
like a higher up,
yeah. And his cousin came to him and was like, hey, I need $1 billion for a company. And he gave him that billion, and they were like, what, like, why did you give him the money? Like, because the cousin was an idiot. Like, obviously he's gonna lose it and stuff. Like, he knew nothing about a business. But he was like, they were like, why did you give him? He's like, oh, I didn't want it to be awkward at family dinners. Literally, I gave my cousin $1 billion because I didn't want it to be awkward at family. Like, for a business, like, people start it with like what, 1,000, 2,000? And this cunt's like
motherfucker.
$1 billion.
How
and
do
he
you
gave
go
it to
wrong
him.
with $1 billion?
Yeah.
And like with it, you need it. Like, I feel like even you and I could like start like a very successful business with $1 billion, right?
Yeah.
Like even us. Like how do you fuck that up?
I
man?
think
like it takes like
the
skill.
only way it takes skill, just actively.
Yeah, you're like, okay, we're just gonna put all our money in the ocean. All right,
Yeah.
we're gonna get rid of it. We don't need
We're gonna go to the bushfires and just throw it. But I think at that point, the only way you like lose all of the money is then either like a lawsuit or like you get swindled out of the money.
Yeah, like
you hire people and lawyers, and they somehow, like, that's what happened with Mike Tyson. Like, he had like 300 million, and all of, like, his lawyers were like, Mike would like, I don't know, like kick a dog or something, and he'd be like, hey, can you guys sort this out? They'd be like, yeah, 15 million.
Yeah,
like smallest things. And like I don't think his family, but like his lawyers, everyone he was around, like his coaches and everything, they were all like swindling him out of money.
Yeah.
And then that's like, at some point he was like in debt, like $20 billion.
Billion?
Oh no, million. And it was
yeah.
like, even if you were homeless and like living on the streets, you would still have more money than Mike Tyson.
Yeah.
Like at that point, now he's like back in the game. He's got money.
Wasn't
and,
it
like,
the same with
podcasts.
Gary Vee was down like 50 million or something, wasn't he?
Was
At
he?
one point? It was someone. They were negative 50 million. I can't remember who it was. But, and now they're... Oh no, it was Kanye. He went from... It was... I saw like some like montage, right? And it sounds cringy, but it was really cool. Anyway, he went from negative 50 million to over $1 billion, like net worth.
Oh, yeah.
Probably because he signed with Nike, etc. But like, still, you know.
Yeah.
And didn't he win like a Golden Globes thing? I think.
Yeah, yeah. Do you get money with Golden
From
Globes?
I don't know,
Oh.
but like it's mad publicity.
Oh, this is going like kind of off topic, but like it's still on topic.
As I was talking about Kanye.
Yeah, like
yeah.
it's about Kanye. It's like for Mother's Day or something. Like it was either Mother's Day because you know I was married to Kim Kardashian, and like I don't know, he did something, and he gave her like shares, like a large majority, not very large, but like you know a big portion of Yeezy, like the company, to her for Mother's Day. And now, like, she's divorced Kanye, and she still has, like, like that's, yeah, it's like, imagine. It's like, poor guy.
Yeah. I mean, like, that's the thing. I would want to be in a relationship, like, now and have that last until you're, like, hopefully successful.
Yeah.
Because then you know they're not a gold digger.
Yeah.
Like, at least with, like, Mackenzie Bezos, she wasn't a gold digger, right? At least not really. Like, not really.
Well, why did she even break up with?
Probably because he was, like, working a lot or something.
Yeah.
But, like, at least you know she's not a gold digger. Or at least not that much.
No.
Whereas, like, you know, if, say, Elon Musk and his...
Ooh. Is this still...
Imagine if it's
yeah,
not
yeah,
recording,
because it went black. I'm like, oh, yeah, it's still
Fuck.
going.
Yeah.
Right.
And, like, Elon Musk has, like... he hasn't got swindled out of much money, but, like, he's definitely been in, like, gold diggers and stuff. So it's like...
Yeah.
Like, his first wife wasn't at all. He bought, like, the McLaren F1 or P1 or whatever it was called. It was, like, the original P1, I think. And she was like, oh, it's just a car. It's kind of stupid. Like, you're spending your money on this. Considering there was less than 100 or something of them.
Yeah, I think it was like 50.
And he crashed it.
Yeah, it was like the first drive. I think the story behind that, he was like, had his brother, like his mate in the car, and they were just like, how fast can this thing go? You're like, watch this. And then he crashes it. And it was like, worth like 5 million, I think, at that point, which is like, like inflation and stuff. It's a lot more now. But it's just crazy. Have you read that biography? I think that's like very good. Like the Elon Musk biography.
No, I haven't.
It's pretty good. I finished it in like 2 days. Like it's a good one. Alright, next one. I think we kind of dabbled, but not really. If you were given $100,000, what would you do with it?
See, I could put it in safe investments, but that's boring.
It's like, nah.
Yeah, nah, I wouldn't. I'd put maybe 10 grand into like safe stuff, like 50 into or 40 or 50 into crypto, like into crypto as investment. You know that NFT we're looking at, and it was like, what's it called? It was like 30 grand, and it makes like 200K a year.
Was it the baby?
It was like, it's some...
Was it that video I sent you? And it was like the different...
Yeah, it was, but it was the first one.
Yeah.
I'm like, I would look into that a lot, but like, you know, that's probably the best like investment, because it makes 198K a year.
Yeah, that's
USD.
True. But like, you wouldn't diversify because it's 100K. It's not like one investment. It's do whatever.
I'm diversifying
into one NFT.
Yeah, no, it's one NFT among other things. What, it costs like 50 grand.
Oh, okay.
I've got like at least 10, 15K in stable stuff. I'd probably put the rest in crypto, like relatively stable crypto.
Yeah.
Especially now, it's kind of, I'm down a lot.
Yeah.
No, the market's down.
The market's down.
Exactly.
I think we'll talk about in the next episode, next video that we're gonna do today. But like, we'll talk about.
No, we're gonna do it next week.
Oh yeah.
Just like change
shirts. Yeah, we just swap shirts. But okay, one thing I think is really dumb when people are like, if I had $1 million, I would give half of it to my family. I think that is the stupidest, because it's like,
I've had $1 million, I'd turn it into like 10 million.
Exactly.
And then give them $500,000.
Yeah. It's like I would much rather like 100K, and people like give to charity. It's like I want to give to charity. Maybe I'll give like, if I had 100,000, maybe give like 5,000 or something to charity. But it's like,
but that's not gonna make much difference.
Yeah, it's like I could benefit like charity and family and everyone so much more if I keep the money not keep the money, but like if I still hold on to it and put it into more investments, like me personally,
so fucking smart.
Yeah, very intelligent microphone. But I'd probably take out 10K, put it towards like a business, like just like me starting a business, and then I'd probably put half of it into an ETF. So 50K to ETF.
You're boring me to death.
Because with an ETF, let's say like dividends like 10%, right? Oh, it's usually like 5%. That's like, and that's every month. So it's like solid amount of like income. Even at our age, it's like 2K or something like every month. So it's like stable
for us. Yeah.
Yeah, and like I'd probably do that, and then the rest I'd probably go into crypto, and like that. You know, people like I buy a MacBook and stuff. I'm like I can buy that later. Like,
you already have one.
Yeah. No, but like, you know, they'll be like, oh, I buy my whole family MacBooks, iPhones. I'll go out and like unless you're Mr. Beast or something, like don't.
That's what credit card fraud's for.
Yeah. That's what tax evasion's for, guys. But yeah, that's probably what I would do, because like you wouldn't want to keep it. I probably wouldn't save any, because like even in America, like they had like 6% inflation rate.
That's why I was gonna say I'd save it, but I'm just like, no, I just put it in stable investments.
Yeah.
Like at least I can beat inflation.
Yeah. Like maybe hold on to like 5K or something. Just like
no. Oh yeah. I put like 1K in my bank account just to like spend basically. Yeah. Like not splurge, but just like not spend money.
Like it's like, oh, I like those shoes or that shirt or something.
No, I mean like if I want to buy fucking food, like like I'd maybe get like some nice shoes.
You get a Macca's. He's like, I'll get a medium McChicken. Actually, make it the large. It's like today's my day.
No, I'd be really annoying if I went to Macca's, like, because it takes them like 8 minutes to make apple pies, and they only have one tray for it.
Oh,
experience.
Yeah. Talk about that in the next episode.
So I'd buy like 30 or like 50 apple pies, and it would take them so long to make them.
Oh.
Like I would be there for like an hour, like just waiting for them.
Yeah.
Oh, it would be so annoying. And I'd buy like 500 chicken nuggets.
Like
give them away. I'm not gonna like waste them. But it would be so annoying.
That'd be funny.
Because they usually only have like 40 or 60 up at a time. So it's like they don't even have that much. Like
you just go in. You're like, I will pay $50 to not work right now. They're just getting like, put the fucking chips in it. It's like, you gave me $50.
Yeah.
But okay. What?
Or imagine you pay like each crew member like 1K to quit.
Yeah.
They've just got no one. Like
yeah, I know Mr. Beast did that. It was like, I'll give you 10K to quit your job right now.
Yeah, it's like fucking bet, bro.
Yeah. Like, unless you have like a good job and it's like I make like 200K a year.
Yeah, it's like no chance.
But okay, I think we keep going, but we split, because it's been like 40 minutes. We split the video. So like we sign off now and then we keep going.
No. We're gonna do a video next week. We're not doing it today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. You want to sign off?
I would love to. Catch you later.
No, you gotta sign off properly.
Peace.